Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Royal Sussex Live. Today is Monday. Yes, it is. It is Monday. Okay, so just a couple more things to do here. Royal Sussex Live. Today is There's an echo. Did you guys hear the echo? Okay, let me fix that. I know exactly what that is. And wunderbar. Excellent. So let's let the people on Twitter know that we're here. Okay. Now, streaming. Okay. Oh, that didn't go so well. Okay. And then one more adjustment to make, and we're good to go. Now, streaming live. Okay. So, hello, Church Nelly, Mo Shannon, Verta Sanchez, Fancy, Fatima Ba, Patricia Ashman, is that right? Patricia Ashman, yes. Catherine Bryant, hello, Lynn. TP, Connie Balmer, Dara Edgehill, hello, welcome to Royal Sussex Live. And let's see, who else do we have here? Okay, let me see now. Streaming. Do that again. How about the aim? Okay, there we go. Now streaming. Perfect. Perfect that time. Okay, lovely, lovely, lovely. All right, one moment, you guys. I'm almost there. Okay, get rid of that. Excellent. All right, so got my slides ready. I guess you guys saw this earlier. I I don't well, all right. For those of you who have not seen it, why don't we just do that very fast just to make sure that we are all caught up. But this is for Prince Harry's Travelers. This is for the Travelers. Okay. I'm going to roll that and then we'll talk about it.
I've been to Aotearoa a number of times throughout my life, and I've always felt a deep connection and respect towards the Maori people, who make me feel so welcome every time. Most recently, when I visited with my wife, we were touched by the connections we built and the incredible memories we have from our time there. We were particularly honored to meet with young people who are dedicated to the Maori culture and to giving back to their communities and their country. They are rightly determined to make this world a better place for the next generation. Guided by Maori knowledge and practices, Aotearoa is a country of sustainability pioneers, and I'm particularly impressed by the recent efforts of the Te Aki Promise. The Maori culture inherently understands sustainable practices and how to take better care of our life-giving land, which are critical lessons we can all learn. And that is why I'm here with you on Te Ao Moana to share a new kaupapa. A few years ago, I founded Travelist, a non-profit dedicated to making sustainable tourism mainstream for all of us, and through that, creating systemic change. Every year, more and more of us want better options, and for the first time, Travelist is striving to make that a reality for everybody who want to support local communities, traveling with Kaitiai key values, and looking after nature and wildlife. For our first campaign, we're encouraging people to flip the script. We're always being asked for our feedback on our trips and experiences, but what would happen if our holiday rated us? It's an important question to ask, and we want all of you to help us answer it. I want to thank you, the Maori people, for welcoming us into your home, and we look forward to following your lead and learning from you through this campaign. Ngā mihi mai hoa.
Oh, no sound, no sound. I'm sorry, there was no sound. I forgot, anyway, I forgot to turn on the, yeah, it's not a freeze, it was me. I forgot to turn the sound on. Um, oh boy, you guys just missed everything. Anyway, let me explain. Thank you so much for the super sticker, Sean. And yes, you're right. There, people ought to know about it, and we are going to get to that very soon. So once again, thank you for the super sticker. No, your computers did not freeze. I forgot to hit the mute. I mute the microphone so there won't be any background noise when the video is playing. So that was totally me. Anyway, not only is there a lot going on in the news, but there's also a lot going on here because I have a maintenance issue, so I may have to pause at some point so that I could let them in to do what they need to do, and then I got to sign it. So it should only take a few minutes. I do apologize for that because I don't know. It seems like everything happens at noon just because I'm usually doing something at noon. So anyway, it can't be helped, and I will try to make it as seamless as possible. But thank you again for the super chat. Oh Lord, see what I mean? There's so much going on. But thank you for the super chat. And thank you so much for watching Royal Sussex. And you're right, somebody should tell them that. And we're going to get to that very soon. Thank you. All right. Let me see. I know that's right. What do you call handle your business, Mr. Bear? You got that right, Bear de Sanchez. I mean, there's just oh, you have no idea. It's like 12 o'clock. Everybody knows I'm doing something at 12, and yet I have certain people that keep calling me at 12 o'clock. Anyway, um, and I had gotten the habit of turning my phone off, but I hate to do that. So, oh yeah, someone even messaged me to tell me that there was no audio. I'm already distracted, and the maintenance people are not even here yet. Okay, so yes, so this is for Prince Harry's Travelers. There is a longer version video where Prince Harry actually does a little acting. But before we talk about that, just know that Prince Harry has a very long relationship with the Maori of New Zealand, as well as the fact that he and the rest of the royal family, they have spent a lot of time traveling back and forth to New Zealand. I was planning to go to New Zealand before the pandemic. I mean, literally, I was supposed to go before the pandemic, but because of the pandemic, that trip that I had planned for March of 2020 did not happen. So at this point, I don't know when I'll go to New Zealand or but I have to go. I mean, I was so planning to do that, and here I am. I have nothing, Church Nelly, and I do mean nothing to say about my wonderful trip to New Zealand because I didn't make it yet, but it was in the plan. And there are some more images of the customary Maori greeting where you touch foreheads and I guess you're supposed to rub your nose. Um, on occasion, of course, Prince Harry, even Princess Diana, I would say just about every member of the royal family has taken part in that traditional greeting. So, very nice. Now, is it too soon for shade? Is it ever too soon for a little shade? What I mean by that is as you know, it's always important for someone. Um, it's always important for someone to take one for the team. So in this case, why do I get the feeling that her breath smells like old tobacco? I think she used to smoke the unfiltered cigarettes, but I don't know why I get this feeling. I just something tells me that there's a very strong hint of tobacco and whiskey. I don't know why, but oh man. But somebody had to do it. So you could see they tried to find somebody nearly oh man. Okay, but they tried to find someone who would complement um the Duchess of Cambridge, someone who would somehow fit in. You know what I mean? That's all I'll say. I don't want to be too shady, but somebody had to take one for the team. Someone had to step forward and step forward. And then as for Afro Annie, this poor guy, this poor guy, I don't know why I get the feeling that this traditional Maori greeting was completed with a judo flip. Something tells me that she grabbed his hand and flipped him. I don't know why I get that feeling, but oh my goodness. I don't know why I get this feeling that whoever was dispatched to greet Princess Anne had to be someone who uh, had like a background in being like a movie stunt double, because something tells me that once they touched noses, that she just flipped him over her shoulder or over her hip or something like that. You know, she has that reflex and she can't help herself. So so I gotta stop. But I just get this feeling that Princess Anne may have mistook the tradition and threw him. But of course, we will never see that footage because of the hidden contract. If that footage does exist, and I'm not saying it does, I'm not saying it doesn't, but if that footage of Princess Anne grabbing him, touching his nose and forehead, and then flipping him across the ground, if that does exist, then we'll probably never see it. Oh man, I gotta stop. I gotta stop. Okay, but seriously, she probably stopped at the duty free shop on her way in. Y'all, listen, I got work to do. I cannot go there. This is too early. So let's okay, I'm moving. I'm moving. And there's a few other images of Prince Harry. And if you notice, there's the Duchess Meghan. The Duchess of Sussex is right there. Meghan practiced her hongi at the first solo engagement in 2018, a visit to the Royal Academy of Arts to take in the Oceana exhibit. Though this wasn't actually her first time, the royal gave her first traditional Arari greeting earlier this year at the Anzac Day service in London. So yeah, if you guys remember, this is when the Duchess of Sussex committed that awful sin of closing her own car door. I mean, that was the car door slam that was heard round the world. And one thing I know for sure, this did not end in a judo chop or a flip or anything like that. It was just a greeting. Uh, you guys leave Anne alone. Princess Anne is what do you call it? She's very adept at all of these, protocols and stuff like that. And she certainly would not just flip somebody who tried to greet her. I don't think. Oh man. Okay, okay. Enough of that. And so Prince Harry's acting gig that he had recently, of course, the tabloids made it sound so awful, but it was absolutely adorable. I will make sure that I link this video, which is about 6 minutes, maybe a little less than 6 minutes long. I will make sure that I link this video in the community tab so that you can see it for yourself, or you can perhaps search it out for yourself on the YouTube. Although I don't remember the title, but I have watched it, and it was like cute overload, absolutely cute overload. Meghan was pregnant then. No one knew it, but you can if see it if you are on the observing. If you're on, okay, I know what you mean. Sorry about that. I'm just a little nervous about the delivery people, and it's hard for me to focus. That is why didn't turn the microphone back on. The sooner that is over with, the better. Gosh, I hate having something like that. You know how I am when the UPS guy is coming. I'm all over the place. Okay, not only do you not get leaks at Montecito, but Maori are also good at not leaking his visits to New Zealand. Great point, Katerina. Very great point there. Oh, by the way, Katerina, was that you that helped me yesterday with that troll? Was that you that helped me sort out that troll, the one who made some complaint about this channel and another? And I believe you found out that person had only established their account like 50 minutes before their um, poorly worded complaint. If so, thank you so much for that. Um, I'm just like, what? This person was like complaining about something. It was so weird. But yeah, Katerina actually realized that it was a troll. So that was very helpful. Thank you, Katerina. You saved me a very mild headache because I couldn't imagine what they were talking about. It was very, very bizarre, but you sorted it and now it's gone. So thank you ever so much. And thank you for being a member, and thank you for watching Royal Sussex. Okay, so that okay, let me take cookies and cream here. Love Prince Harry girl dad t-shirt. He's so proud to be a dad. Yeah, let's take a look at that. There it is. There you have it. Thank you, cookies and cream. Prince Harry wears. Okay, they said they were coming at 12 o'clock. I can relax once this is over with. God, this is horrible. Okay, Prince Harry wears girl dad t-shirt for Lily in surprise comedy skit. Let's see. The Duke of Sussex lovingly wears a gray dad t-shirt or gray dad tee in this tongue-in-cheek promo video for new trip rating tests being rolled out in New Zealand, which is part of the travel list. And that's what he explained in the video. So, okay. Kim Hutton says, hi, all. Is here singing into one and let me see. Kim H is here singing to one and all on this lovely Monday evening. Oh, you're in the Eastern Hemisphere, huh? Hope all are well and In good spirits. Yes, we are very well, thank you. Except for me, who's I'm as I'm about as jumpy as a virgin at a prison rodeo because I'm waiting for the maintenance people. But everybody else is doing great. Hi, New York Squatties. I'm in a short movie showing this Friday, the 13th, at the Lincoln Center for Africa Movie Festival. Let me know if you're interested. Huh, very cool. Very cool. I'm jealous. I am interested, but there's no way I can go. All right, let's see. It's really a funny and great video, very creative and hilarious. I agree, Tashmac. I thought it was Harry was just Harry was just all about the Ginger Avenger. Even when he's not wearing his cape, he's always the Ginger Avenger. Elaine Parker, thank you so much for the super sticker. Happy Monday to you, and thank you so much for watching Royal Sussex. Okay, and there's another one. Girl Dad. Look at that big smile. He is having his best possible life right now. No matter what they say, no matter what they imply, no matter how crazy the derangers are, Prince Harry is living his best life, and nobody is going to take. I know. I know. I know. Believe me, it's on the list. I got so many things I need to do. Oh, there you go. And here's just a few more of those images. Now, I'm not going to say that it was in any way, um, I'm going to say not really an Emmy winning performance, but he was good. He was good. I mean, he was typecast. That's the problem. They typecast him. Oh, a little change of gears here. All right. A little change of gears. Oh, by the way, does anybody know how much the fundraiser, the birthday thingy? Do you guys know what number it is? I haven't been able to check it this morning. Please check and put it in the comments. Okay. Anyway, it was Prince Archie's birthday. Yes, happy birthday, Prince Archie. I guess we got to get used to calling him that, even though some of you all cringe, but Prince Archie's birthday. This, of course, is Prince Archie visiting his chick inn, the chick inn. Now, some of you all have been very worried about the security over in Montecito. Montecito is as tight as a ship, meaning that nothing gets in and nothing gets out unless they want it to, because there are no leaks in Montecito. We all know that there's no leaks in Montecito. However, you can never be safe enough. So I can't tell you where I found this photo, but but I hear that there are new security precautions in Montecito. Okay. Oh, thank you so much. 39,000 plus this morning. Thank you, Cat Harlem. Thank you. Okay, great. Thank you so much. So, um, the security, the security at the stately palatial Sussex Manor. You guys have been very worried, right? Well, I found out, and please don't tell anybody I found this photo, but one of the squatties posted it online, and I thought I would share it with you because you guys would be able to sleep better at night. Okay, here you go. There is a new type of security there. How about a patrol chicken or rooster? The Chick Inn is probably one of the safest places that anybody could be on the West Coast. Thanks to the Chick Inn's crack team of security experts, security authorities. I would say that Master Archie, there at the stately palatial Sussex Manor, is quite safe now. As a matter of fact, they're all safe. All you need is all you need is a properly vetted security team. And so what seems like a mild-mannered rooster is actually an attacked chicken or whatever. Um, but yeah, so they're safe. I just thought you guys might sleep better, realizing how much safer they are compared to the average person in Montecito. So, okay, Carol, let's see. Kim Hutton said, oh, there we go. Kim Hutton says, Harry is a natural actor. He is brilliant in all things he sets himself to. Now I understand why his head uh, head brother is so resentful of him. Plus, the Duchess, fake Middleton, cannot walk in Meghan's shoes. Exactly. Oh, egghead. Oh, I missed the egg. Okay, the egghead brother. All right. Okay, I didn't see the egg there. All right, all right, all right. So you guys like the new security? That watchman rooster would wake the dead any time of day. Yeah, he probably would. You can never be too safe, Gene. You can never be too safe. So again, that is the security around the perimeter of the chick inn. All right, so I think we are ready to go on to the next slide. Hit it, Annie. Harry and Meghan denied balcony spot in favor of those obscure royals. Four minor royals who still do duties will be on show at Trooping the Color during Platinum Jubilee. 81% told YouGov in 2015 the four should not receive public funding. Do you mean to tell me that the Kents and is that Princess Alexandra? Are you telling me that they still receive public funding? That is extraordinary. Wow. What is the point of it? Anyway, if you notice, there has been, let's see, William, president of BAFTA, winning a BAFTA award for an event that his own people in the UK barely watch. Congrats. As you can see, it would be as though President Obama gave himself the Presidential Medal of Freedom, which I thought that was pretty clever. And then, of course, there is the very, very talented Cooper Sparks, is it? That does the ones that are usually with the red scratched out, kind of tear out images. Anyway, Cooper Sparks, if I got that right. And the winner is, oh my God, you guys, it's me. the the Earth Flop Prize 2021 takes home the BAFTA for live event. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? I don't think that there was any I wouldn't call it insider trading, but I mean, come on, come on. Let's think about this now. Um as you can see here, even the very informative ladies over at the Celibacy, they said earlier this year there was some drama with Prince William's position as honorary president of BAFTA. It was a situation where you have to speak that particular kind of British tabloid speak to understand what was happening. And I wasn't quite fluent enough. Basically, BAFTA CEO Amanda Berry was said to be too close or too chummy with William and Kate, and there were rumors that she would step down because William possibly threw around his weight. Excuse me. But now I believe it was misreported. I think Barry was shoved out of BAFTA because of her loyalty to the Cambridges and not the British film and television arts. I believe that's because as soon as Barry was ousted, the Cambridges hired her. There we go. Hired her to be CEO of their Royal Foundation. I bring all this up because guess who just won a BAFTA? Yeah, so that was on Celebrity today. He has won a BAFTA as though he has had nothing to do with the BAFTA Awards in the history of the BAFTA Awards, which is very, very odd. But let me see. Somebody said that the BAFTA winner had a 98% carbon footprint since only 2% was. Oh my goodness, that is too funny. Oh man, the entire so-called is actually are sponging off its royal subjects, y'all. Let me see. Elaine Parker says to be nominated for a BAFTA, the viewing figures must be above 5 million. Earth Flop has 3.5 million viewers. Thank you for that, Elaine Parker. I hope you like the way I translated that. Let me see. Oh man, you guys are on it. Okay, let me see here. Will it hit 90K? I believe what she says. Okay, so you're talking about the fundraiser. You think it'll hit 90K? I hope it does. He knew the day he wore that green velvet jacket that he would win. They told him to wear something prominent. It's obvious it was fixed. Yes, the green velvet jacket. That was the day that William decided he would cosplay the Mitchum roll-on bottle. You guys remember that? William decided to cosplay the Mitchum roll-on bottle. So anybody who can pull that look off, they probably deserve the win. So yeah, he probably deserved it. I mean, nobody else could have pulled off the Mitchum roll-on like Prince William. So just give it to him. All that scheming and conniving, just give it to him. And plus, taking Barry on as a staff person in the Kensington Palace instead of having some air of diversity is only going to make them look bad in the future. It'll be like a whole nother royal tour 2.0. And there you can see Barry, and notice how William feels so close and engaged with his wife that the minute she leans over to say something, he recoils in despair. He just recoils in despair. That's our William. Get up off me. Move. Can you not do that? The little man was throwing tantrums after Harry and Meghan's NAACP presidential award. Oh, yes. Yes. Because this seems like such a big fat nothing burger for the Cambridges in that it's been a fix for them. I didn't even make that connection. I can't connect anything Sussex with those two. I just can't. I can't. I just can't. But yeah, oh wow, yeah, you're right about that. I didn't even think about that. Let me see. Yeah, so in love, so close. They're so close he almost jumped out of his chair. He almost slid down to the floor. They're so close. Okay. That was because Harry and Meghan won the yeah, absolutely. And right here we have looking at Kate's biceps. I think Master Mitchum may have been trying to avoid a clip around the royal ear. Hey, Von Clark, how are you today? Is that a see-through dress? Don't let Meghan wear something. Can you imagine the tabloids? Yeah, exactly. If Meghan had wore that, they would. Oh, you know how they try to make it all like the with the one shoulder thing that was supposed to be disrespectful and even though that's exactly what Kate is wearing right there off one shoulder. But when Meghan wore it, because it's a woman of color, then all of a sudden it's so classless and tacky. But for her, oh, I mean, even with the biceps, it was so in vogue, wasn't it? You still have no sound? How is it possible? Everybody else can hear, I think. Yeah, I think we're good. Uh, Try to reset or something like that. Maybe that's what it is. Okay. And there it is. There is the Earth flop. If you guys remember, William came riding up in an electric car, and from that electric car, his carbon footprints were supposed to be much lower. And also, who cares about that? Take a look in the back. There's absolutely nobody in the background. As I love to point out, there is rarely anyone um, clamoring to see the Cambridges. Rarely, rarely. Lorna Williams says they receive public funding because they are broke and they live in a grace and favor apartment in Kensington Palace, all with the broke relatives of the Queen. Well, what I heard about that is that at one time they didn't pay any money to stay in those apartments in Kensington Palace, which there are several. And then, of course, once there was like complaints about it, they were supposed to pay the Queen a rental for those places, probably far below the market value for a neighborhood like Kensington. And it gets better. The I believe the Prince and Princess Michael of Kent, I think they were so broke after they had to pay that little bit of rent that they paid that they had to sell their country house. See, having a subsidized home in the city, living in, the Kensington Palace, they were able to afford a country home. But once that arrangement changed, from what I hear, they had to sell the pile out in the country and move permanently to Kensington Palace. In other words, they're like commoners now, but very high class aristocratic commoners, that is. Okay, so let's move on. Oh, you see that? Take a look. Look. Now there you can see there's William, there's the car and everything, but take a look in the background. There's barely anybody there, just some family that was on their way to Waitrose, only to find out that there was some commotion over there. And when they got closer, they realized that, well, you can see that they realized that it was just William and a couple of other people. And of course, they weren't interested. They decided, why don't we just go and get our carry out and go home? And anyway, this can't be a big deal after all. It's just the Cambridges. So, yeah, big fat nothing burger. Or as we love to say, earth flop. Yeah, it was the competition with the Sussexes is killing them. Is absolutely killing them. So they're falling on their faces is what's happening. And this right here, I still do not know what Sir David Attenborough was looking at. Was he looking at her dress? Was he admiring her ring? Or was he trying to figure out if she's on the committee? Now, if you know the name of the committee, you can go ahead and say it. I can't say which committee that is, but I can't say the name of the committee. But if you know what committee she's on, go ahead and put it in the comments. But I can't say which committee she's on. But I think David Attenborough is trying to establish whether or not she's a committee member. Mo Shannon, I cannot confirm or deny that that is the committee that I'm speaking of. I cannot confirm or deny it. But as I have highlighted that, and if you are a baby boomer, you may recognize that term that I can't confirm or deny. Oh, man. Okay, that's baby boomer one, baby boomer two. Any more baby boomers? I- Sharon Davis, I don't know what happened to me. Somebody woke up on the wrong side of shade this morning. Anyway, some of my humor is deliberately ambiguous, thus allowing the listener to glean from it whatever he or she may. Okay, so moving on. C-Mac, wow. Okay, you guys, that's enough of all that Who Shot John. Okay, so there is a little break beat necessary because we're going to change gears. Dear Duchess Kate, why are all the babies and mothers in the video white? Why would you share it as is? Is your message not for black slash ethnic, or is it slash score ethnic minorities, mother mental health too? Royal family didn't care about Meghan's mental health either. And of course, this is because of that video that Kate made where she was talking about the mental health of the mothers and everything. But if you notice from the photo in the top right, there are no black children, there are no black mothers. It's as though they don't exist in all of Britain. There's no Asian mothers or babies, none of that. Just, white mothers, white babies. And so Shola took a bit of an exception to that. Well, those Middletons, what do you expect? So this is leading to a point here. Lazy Weighty Katie is a liar, not a mental health advocate. As you can see here, um, next, there you go. Kate Middleton felt isolated when Prince George was a baby. I didn't have any family around. Yet. If you take a look in the right column there, find out why Carol Middleton accompanied new mom Kate Middleton to the north where Prince William has returned to duty. Kate Middleton's mother, Carol, is proving her worth as live-in nanny that is, as she accompanied her daughter and her newborn back to their, was that Ainsley? Is that Ainsley home this week? Yeah. So how was she alone if how could she have been alone if her mother was with her? If she constantly went back to her family pile up there in Huckleberry, how could she have been alone? Huh? See, this is when the squatties start pulling out receipts. When I woke up this morning, this was waiting for me. One of the squatties was nice enough to bring this to my attention. And because of that, I thought I would share this receipt with you all. Kate returns to the North farmhouse with her mother in tow to follow Prince William back to their former North Wales residence. Oh, maybe that's why they're sending them to Wales. Anyway, so which is true? Was she alone and isolated, or did she have the love and support of her family, her mother, and William when he wasn't on duty? Or was it the nannies? I mean, look at that. Not only did she have um that shady broad right there, not only did she have her, but take a look at this. She had nannies and a bunch of them. A bunch of them. Look at that. It's nannies all over the place. Nannies falling out of the cupboards. Nannies rolling out of the closet. Nannies in the driveway. Nannies on the roof. It's nannies everywhere. How could she have been? I'm sorry, let me be more English. How could she have been isolated and alone whilst William was working if you have all of these nannies about the place? And then take a look at this. This looks like flowers in the attic. I call that the flowers in the attic photo. But there's the kids looking like flowers in the attic. I mean, nannies all over the place. Every time George takes a step, he would trip over a nanny. And there's Carol being just as shady, waving at the nanny. That's right. You take care of him. We're out of here. Look at Carol waving goodbye. Okay, thank you for coming. We gone. Bye. Don't steal nothing. See? So how could she have been alone and isolated when you got nannies all over the place? How many of y'all got nannies, huh? How many of y'all could afford to have a nanny show up? Not to mention a team of them. I mean, is this the WNBA on retreat, or is this the nannies? You got a whole team of nannies. It's like a basketball team. So yeah, how isolated could she have been? Now, something is not right about that statement, that she was isolated. How could you be isolated when you have grown up in the lap of luxury? Yeah. So again, Sussex squad with receipts, British tabloid press. Which do you prefer? Sussex squad with receipts or the British tabloid press? But and then take a look at this. Take a look. Prince William is incredibly close to wife Duchess Kate's parents. He's so close, he practically lived there. I mean, that was quite a coup. That not only do you get her married off, but then you have a prince of the realm at your beck and call every weekend, weekday, week out. You got a prince of the realm right there in your living room. And look at her. She just smiling. She just smiling. She knows she has done her. She just smiling. Just smiling. That big Colgate smile. Yep, we got one. Told you we would. See there, her eyes say, see, I told you. I told you. Just give me enough time. I told you. Oh, man. Just give me a little thread. That's all I need is a little thread. Okay, you guys. So, little change of gears here. Oh, by the way, let me take a look at some of your comments. It's well known that Kate is a fraud, allegedly, and a liar, possibly. Yes, sir. I mean, why, sir? Why? Yeah, why? You know what? That's what I get for looking at that Prince William video so much this weekend. That's why I let out a yes, sir, because I had watched Prince William in Trent Town all weekend. Remember, the guy said, yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's what Trent Town want. Yes, sir. I think Trench Town is starting to rub off on me. Yes, sir. Oh, man. Anyway. I don't know. When I saw why, sir, I was thinking, yes, sir. Oh, man, that is too funny. But that's what Trenchtown wants. Yes, sir. That's what Trenchtown wants. We want how much money was it? They want their money. Prince.
Prince, Trenchtown wants $245 billion. That's what Trenchtown wants. $345 billion. Yes, thank you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's what Trenchtown wants. Yes. What do you mean?
Yes, sir. I'm so why, sir? You can see why I got confused because all weekend we watched Prince William. Uh, oh man. Okay, okay, okay. You guys, I got work to do, and I cannot uh, keep getting derailed like this. So I'm gonna have to stay on track because I got work to do. Yes, sir. That's what Trenchtown. Oh man, we have the receipts, photographs, and films are a beautiful thing. Yes, why? Why, sorry? Yes, it is. And I keep my receipts. Everybody's keeping their receipts. That's what Trenchtown wants. Exactly, Nadine. That's what they want. Okay. So, anyway, you guys, I don't know why I'm in such a fun mood like this. Maybe because the sun is shining again. Maybe that's what it is. Let me see. Can't help it. The only competition or jealousy is in the many minds of the HRH Cambridges. There is no race, yet they're running. Poor example of mental health, mindless marionettes. Yes, I said it. That's right. Ceci said, I said what I said. I said what I said. Okay. All right. I think we're going to change gears. 55 minutes. Mental health helpline funded by Royal shared user conversation. Experts have serious ethical concerns over Shout, a service backed by the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge. Well, if you guys remember, Shout released, I believe the way it worked is that people with mental health concerns, like, for instance, depression or self harm or anything of that nature, they would text exchanges between themselves and volunteers or counselors or however that worked. And so it was all supposed to be anonymous. But then it was announced that some, if not all, of their private information, I don't know if it was just demographic information or if it was the actual messages themselves, that information was sold, maybe a combination of both. But anyway, the information was sold. And yet, in spite of that, here they go again. To mark Mental Health Awareness Week, Prince William and Duchess Kate will take over Friday's Mental Health Minute broadcast, which goes out to over 20 million people via the 500 UK radio stations. This year's theme is loneliness, and it is in support of the Every Mind Matters initiative. In other words, they are desperately, once again, trying to be something they're not. In other words, they're trying to be the Sussexes. They're trying desperately to be relatable, loving, approachable, Duke and Duchess of Sussex. Again, they are trying to measure up to the Sussexes again. Can I stress that enough? They're trying to be the Sussexes again. So that is what's going on here. The last time they tried to be the Sussexes, they were failures. They actually, anyway, not the last time, every time. Let's see. Kate and her mother, plus a nanny and security because she just had the future King of England. No royal or importance has been alone since Lord Mountbatten's assassination. You got that right. Nobody has been alone in that family, especially the future, and the future. Nobody's going to leave them alone. And plus, she's been with her family um more than I could think of. Okay, Princess Diana, obviously she didn't spend as much time with her family because, I think her family was somewhat fractured after marriage. or before the marriage rather. So yeah, and before that, I'm thinking Prince Philip, his family was also all over the place. So yeah, I think for the first time in a long time that someone um, in Kate's position was literally living partially at her mother's house, at her parents' house. Diana certainly did not have that luxury. The queen married Philip, and Philip really didn't have any money or any family to speak of. So, yeah. So, for the first time in a long time, you have a situation where a future king of England is pretty much living part time with a family of commoners. Huh. Think about that. He was living with a family of commoners. It was not unusual to like walk into the house and there's William telling some ridiculous joke that nobody laughed at. Yeah, so that's something to think about. Okay, sadly, the crisis text line there's the information right there, gave third party researchers access to millions of messages from children and other vulnerable users, despite a promise never to do so. And experts have serious ethical concerns over Shout, a service backed by the Cambridges. Huh. There you go. That's exactly what I meant to say. And so, as I was thinking about that, I thought to myself, I said, Self, with all the other things that are going on over in Narnia, like energy bills hit a 3,000 pound in October, warns Scottish power boss who fears 10 million homes will be unable to afford heating this winter. I wonder if they're going to address that. The fact that people are expecting to pay 3,000 pounds for heating their homes. I suppose that's over the period of a year. So by October, that's what the cost is going to be. And what are the Cambridges going to do about it? Are they going to keep, I don't know, maybe referring to Dr. Joyce Jazz Hands with her scheme about what's wrong with kids' heads, and she's always doing this thing with the kids, even though as they say, it took her 10 years to come up with 5 questions about how a child is raised. But of course, you have to remember that applies only to certain types of children, meaning that if you are a black or brown child, if you're an Asian child or something, then you probably won't get the same type of help. Maybe. I don't know, but I'm just saying, maybe that's what she means. Okay, so Faith, where are you, Faith? There you are. Faith, Hope Love says, Kate's mother did not wish Harry happiness because she wanted Harry for her daughter, Pippa. And she was not happy that Harry was not interested in Pippa. Harry wanted a sister. You better tell it, Faith. Let's see. Baron, they will offer a smile and a word of comfort. Yeah, that's about it. You remember that. Just a little smile and a word of comfort, and that's about all we can do. But the truth is, they better come up with that money.
Prince. Trenchtown wants $245 billion. That's what Trenchtown wants. $345 billion. Yes, thank you. Yes, sir.
Oh, man. I love that so much. You have no idea how much I love that. I think you have an idea. But anytime I think of somebody owing some money or just even owing somebody the time of day, I think of Trenchtown. I can't help but think of Trenchtown. My heart goes back to Trenchtown. Just like Tony Bennett says, I left my heart in San Francisco. I left my heart in Trenchtown because I loved every second of that exchange. So, okay, let's move on. Elizabeth's Queen Elizabeth's Platinum Jubilee celebration will be led by Kate Middleton and Prince William. So, um, as to not put too sharp a point on this, if she sends them to Wales for the Platinum Jubilee, what could possibly go wrong? What, if anything, could possibly go wrong if the Queen sends them to Wales? I mean, given their track record, I couldn't imagine that they could blow it. I mean, how could they? What could go wrong if the Queen sends them to Wales? Okay. So, what could possibly go wrong? Again, thank you, Sean, for the super chat. But yes, as promised, I was going to get there, and there we were. That's what could go wrong. The last time the Queen dispatched them to go somewhere, half the Commonwealth was either in the process of getting rid of the Queen, or they're talking about reparations, or both. So I don't know if there's reparations to be had in Wales, but if there are, they're going to want their money. And you know who's going to get the bill for that? You know who's going to get the bill, right?
Yes, sir. That's what Trenchtown wants.
That's who's going to get the bill. Oh, Sourpuss is going to get the bill. Whatever the reparations, it's amazing how the future is the one that everybody's sending their bills to. Everyone is airing their grievances and want their apologies from the future. They don't even want to talk to the Queen. They don't even want to talk to the Queen. They want to talk to the one who wants to be king so bad that he seems like he's ready to push his father out the way. So Prince Trenchtown wants $345 billion. Yes, sir. And Wales is gonna want something too. So just bring your checkbook. Bring your checkbook. That's all I'm saying. Bring your checkbook. Have grandma cut you a check because Trenchtown wants their money. Yes, sir. That's what Trenchtown want. Okay, so I want to share something with you. Let me see. From was it? Let me put this
So,
here. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me put this here while I investigate because I do have a video to share with you guys. Oh, you know what, you guys? We might get out of here early today. I love it. We might even get out of here early today. So let me investigate and make sure I covered everything I needed to cover. Yes, sir. That's what Trenchtown wants. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're so good. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that, yes. All right. I love it. All right. Okay. So, get your sound ready for the video that I'm going to share with you guys, and then we can discuss it on the other side.
Of the celebration for the Queen's Platinum Jubilee. Last Friday, right, the announcement came out from the royal family that Harry and Meghan wouldn't be on the balcony, neither would Andrew. Within seconds, an announcement came from California that they're coming anyway. So they were well, prepped up for this, so they'd be coming anyway. But not only would they be coming, so would a team of 30 cameramen, camera women, and technicians from Netflix with them. I think the tolerance of the royal family to this young couple who have cashed in to the tune of £100 million or dollars on the strength of being a member of the British royal family, the tolerance of the royal family here and the Queen herself is extraordinary. I'd have banished them altogether. I'd have banished them because I do care, because I like the royal family. I think the royal family are great.
I want you to look after your own blood pressure here.
Yeah,
and
don't
just
worry, I'm all right with it.
chill a bit.
But I heard him yesterday on another programme referring to Harry and Meghan coming over as wicked.
Yeah, I did say that. Yeah, I did say that. And I think
May I
it is.
challenge you on that?
Certainly.
Why is bringing over his new daughter, Lilibet, to meet his grandmother at the age of 96 wicked?
Because, I'll tell you why, because I think he's trying to keep his paymasters happy. I mean, this is the biggest royal event for years, probably for 50 years, okay? And as I said earlier on this show, seconds after it was announced he's not on the balcony, all of a sudden an announcement comes out of California. They're coming anyway, and they're coming with the children. Now, I believe that couple are under pressure to produce the goods, not just for Netflix, but for Spotify. They've been paid huge amounts of money, and this will be a massive projection of where they are in life, their role in life, and how they've started their new life. And I think that's calculating, and I think that's wicked.
Okay, so that was from Glow. Glow is on the Twitter, and sometimes I find some really, we don't have Jeremy Vine here, so some of the things that are on the Jeremy Vine show, I actually have seen because of Glow, and so Glow put that together, and I thought I would share that with you guys. Um, Very good on her. So, this guy right here, as you can see, Ash Sarkar was like, calm down, take care of yourself. I'm worried about your health because he's having this fit. And the thing is, I mean, let me pause that right there. A Sussex spokesperson tells me Prince Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, are excited and honored to attend the Queen's Platinum Jubilee celebration this June with their children. It was released approximately 18 minutes after the palace statement, which confirmed the balcony will be for working royals only. There was no statement from the Sussexes that day or even that they would be attending the Jubilee or any other royal event in the UK with cameras and to filming for Netflix. There was no mention of anything about Netflix. You guys already know that, as I have said again and again, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex has not put a foot wrong, and they have not. Mike Perry here on the Jeremy Vine show, Channel 5, blah, 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 blah. This alleged a libelous statement to justify accusing the Duke and Duchess of Sussex of being wicked and calculating to incite hate. I agree with that. I agree. So again, thank you, Glow. That was fantastic, by the way. And yeah, so that I saw that today, and I'm just like, that um, that is so much from so many people, the tabloid reporters, the haters, where they are trying to create this hostility against the Sussexes, I guess with this idea that they are going to make them afraid to show up, or even worse, try to make them afraid to show their faces, as if Harry's not going to allow them to be placed in any situation that he believes to be too dangerous for his family. So, um, what's wicked is the hot air coming out of whatever his name is. But let's see what you guys say here. That's not. Oh, there we go. I was trying to click on someone. There you go. Whether Harry has left or not is irrelevant to the powers that be. They will use him as a scapegoat no matter what. Avery J, you're right. They are continually trying to use him as a scapegoat, and especially with this false equivalency of the Sussexes and their true burdensome prince. Where is he at? This guy, to try to create this false narrative that in any way the Sussexes has done anything, let alone the idea that they are somehow on par with this loser. Nothing could be further from the truth. So that right there is absolutely outrageous. He and others like him are angry because the people will want to see Harry and Meghan, not Will and Kate. If senior working royals are the only ones going to be on the balcony, they are there. Who are those other names? Not well. I think we saw some of them. Okay. Why are these royalists so concerned about the coming of the Sussexes to the Jubilee? Why are they not excited about the whole event, is it? And the participation of Will and Kate? Thank you for that, Faith. That's a good question. That is a good question because they are serving Kensington Palace and Clarence House as opposed to serving the country. Those reporters are only there as supporters of the royal family. It's the invisible contract. I mean, that is the relationship between the reporters, the royal family, and of course the tabloid media and their overlords, Lord Nappyhead, and of course the Murdoch crew. It is really that connection between all of the above that fans these flames of hostility toward the Sussexes. That's why they're concerned, because they are paid uh, to be provocateurs. They wanted Harry and Meghan to be silenced, exiled, and failing, but nah, they rise in power. His voice is bitter because of the crow he is eating. Now listen, when you say that, you got to remember she is a future queen consort. So to mention crow, nobody is going to eat anything. Meat like that is not fit for consumption. So no, just no. I don't know. When I heard crow, I was triggered. I heard crow, old crow. I was triggered. So listen, I was serious for about 5 minutes. Give me a break. I'm doing the best I can today. Okay. Palm readers know more than these so-called royal experts. Thank you for that, Joseph. Old Crow. It just all came together, and I don't know. I just okay. Anyway, it pisses me off. The unroyal family has committed all kinds of atrocity acts, but Harry and Meghan walking around, hell no. Yeah, thank you for that, Marcy Foreman. And to your point, there has been so many things that you could say, oh, the Sussexes are earning money privately, and they have what do you call it, copywritten things. They have um, taken out patents on certain things. Whatever it is, there's nothing that the Sussexes has done that was okay for Sarah Ferguson, for who else has been making money using their names? Prince Charles, the Queen. The Queen sells products from her duchy. I mean, they all have other kind of means of gathering money besides the sovereign grant. But the Sussexes are not being subsidized by the public in any way at this moment at all. The public is not paying for them, and yet they still try to find some type of false equivalency between the Sussexes and this person or anybody else in the family that have done the same things, but he's done things that other people haven't. Let's just get that straight. I hope. But yeah, so all I'm saying is they tried to lump them together with the Duke of York when the truth is the Sussexes hasn't in any way done anything outside of the norm for that family. They have been, as I say, they haven't put a foot wrong since they left that island. There's nothing at all. There's no leaks. They're earning honest money. They're doing things with the help of accountants and lawyers and such. They haven't done anything wrong. There's no shady businessmen. There's no cash for honors and all that kind of stuff. Nothing. Harry has worked a lot harder than I think they would have ever given him credit for. I'm amazed at how Harry is singing for his supper these days. I mean, this man is all over the place. And much to everybody's surprise, can you imagine? Most people would have assumed that you would have seen more of the Duchess of Sussex than we have seen of Prince Harry. But Prince Harry is the breadwinner more so than anybody else in the family these days. He's the one that's going out there being a man. He is man up. He's made his family secure and he's earning a living. That has got to eat away at that family, that he has been so successful in everything, whether it's the Travelers, whether it's the Invictus games, or the Better Up. This man is working his behind off. What? Are we there yet? I just saw that. Wait, let me check. I think we were close, but I don't think that we crossed over that point yet. But anyway, thank you in advance if that is the case. But I think it was like 18 away. But I'm going to check right now. Let's see. I think we were about 18 away. But I'm checking. Oh. Thank you for that. Thank you. We're there. We are there. Wow. That was 18, 19 actually, since I logged on. Thank you so much for that. That is the best news that I've heard all day. Ladies and gentlemen, Royal Sussex has reached a whopping 14,000 subscribers. Wow, thank you for that. I wasn't even paying attention. I say that as I just told you we needed 18 more, right? Well, I wasn't paying that much attention. I say that as I, again, knew exactly how many. I didn't think that was going to happen. It always drags out to the last minute. It always drags out to the last minute. And yet, here we are. Thank you, one and all. Thank you for making Royal Sussex the fastest growing Sussex friendly channel, I think, in all of Sussex Squad. I think, maybe, I don't know. But, and just think, a year ago, I think I had 100 subscribers. And that was after I finally committed to do this channel. I said, I'm going to do something every day, sink or swim, every day. And so I have, and wow, that is, thank you, Hannah Brown. Thank you. I am going to savor this moment. Wow, that is so cool. I think we need to celebrate. But no, but not with the Prince dance. We won't do the Prince dance. I think we've had enough of the Prince dance. And plus, I don't care how I ask, I don't think there's any way in the world that Prince William is going to give me $345 billion. Hello, Ivy here. Hello, Ivy. Girl, the Duchess of Sussex won. Meet me at the Royal Sussex party. Janelle's gonna be there. All right, Ivy out. You know what? I have not come down from my high yet. As you know, thank you, Hannah Brown. Thank you so much for that. I had no idea. I mean, I knew it was close, but Hannah, you are a miracle. Thank you so much. Wow. Woo! All right, so let's get back to work here. Thank you, Hannah Brown. Okay, so Harry is the founder of the Invictus game, founder of Travelers, co-founder of Archwell and Centabale, and CEO of Better Up, chief of something officer. He is I forgot the exact title. Angela Thomas, thank you for clarifying that. Off the top of my head, as you know, I was all over the place. But you have clarified it. That is a beautiful way to put it. Absolutely. Okay. Who else has a comment here? Thank you, Myra. Valerie and Kathy. Yes, thanks. All right. Woo, woo. Thank you, Beverly. Wow. You know what? I'm just sitting here smiling. Prince Harry succeeded all the expectations. I mean, yes, exceeded all the expectations. He's not the future. I'm sorry, listen to me. He's not the failure that they expected him to be. When the Lord gives a man a wife, is a good thing. God knows the purpose and plans for Harry and Meghan's life. Oh, that is amazing. I love that. What is it? Tamikia Green? I love that. That is very, very well put. That is awesome. I love that. Bellissima, yes. and was one of the last shows I watched because she was always throwing shade at Meghan. Uh-huh. Oh, bellissimo. Thought you were speaking Italian. Okay. It's bellissimo means good or something like that in Italian, right? Okay. All right. So that wasn't for me. And Joseph Bernal says, whether on the balcony or not, all eyes will be on the Sussexes. They will be the undisputed rock stars of the Jubilee. Amen to that, Joseph Bernal. Amen to that. Okay, Baron, you forgot to mention Harry brought his and owns his own house, piece of land, cars, and stock in Better Up and Travelers. That's right. Ceci, you are absolutely right. One of the things that comes with those jobs is that you always get stock options. And when that stock splits, when the stock splits, then that means that your earnings are going to come flooding in. I used to work for a corporation years ago, and every 6 months we would wait to see if the stocks would split. And when they split, we would get the mother of all bonuses. Could you imagine in 1990s money, every 6 months, the parking lot at my job was full of new cars because the stocks would split. Now, if I could make money like that back in the 90s as just a lowly laborer, could you imagine what someone in Prince Harry's position is going to do when the stock at those companies split? So, yeah, you are absolutely right. Thank you for reminding us about that. He is in the best possible position that he could be in terms of his income. Harry is a man's man. I mean, he's out there working. Okay, how many jobs does he have? Huh? How many jobs does he have? And let's contrast that to two of the laziest, and I do mean two of the laziest human beings that ever um, uh, exist on the face of the earth. I mean, two of the laziest individuals. Lazy, lazy. Duchess Doolittle, a lazy Kate. And then, of course, work shy Will. These are two of the laziest individuals that you ever would come across, especially for the royal family. Lazy. Even the queen was like, she needs to get a job. Before they were married, the queen said she needs to get a job because they're lazy. Work shy Will and lazy Kate. I can't say it enough. Lazy! I can't say it enough. Lazy. Work shy. Okay, I think I said it enough. I kind of hurt my throat that time. But oh man. What's that? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. $345 million. I wanted to. Probably it's a good thing that Meghan and Harry won't be on the balcony because of the so-called body language experts. Oh yeah, and that one guy in particular. Oh my God, he is the bane of my existence. I watched a video of his one time, probably 9 months ago. And after that, every time he comes up, I hit not interested. But when you just look at the thumbnails, it is painful. Yeah, the thumbnails were absolutely painful. I think I've seen maybe one body language expert that was positive, and then once he saw that there was money to be made, the other body language expert, he went rogue. You guys probably know who I'm talking about. His first one was very fair, but then after that, he turned and he was just in it for the money. Yep. That other one, he turned and he was just in it for the money, just like the rest of them. So, yeah, you really can't. You yeah those. Well, let me play this one for you again. This is Will talking about his brother.
I feel tempted to cry, God for Harry, England and St George, but I really don't want to lower the tone by bringing my brother into it.
One more time. One more time.
I feel tempted to cry, God for Harry, England and St George, but I really don't want to lower the tone by bringing my brother into it.
Oh, every time I see that, I get furious every single time. Not sometime, every time. The laziest person. The one thing I say about Charles is not lazy. This guy has everybody do everything for him, and then he's ready to take the credit for it. And that's why it pains them that Prince Harry's no longer available to use, because that means now they have to work. They have to work, and it eats them alive that they actually have to work. It's an insult to some of the people that they are propped up and pushed in front of every time they go out to do an event. People who actually work for a living, and as Harry has demonstrated, he doesn't need to be in within the royal family as a senior working royal to actually work every day. He's just hardworking because he is, and that's all to it. So that's the big difference. So I have a good laugh when I think of the Cambridges, when I talk about the Cambridges, but that is only to mask the frustration that I feel about the way that the Sussexes have been treated, and I'm very frustrated by that because it is well it is painful. It is painful. I will admit that some days is more than I can bear to know that not only do they have the Kensington Palace, the Clarence House, Buckingham Palace, the Royal Rota, the tabloids in general, all of that piling up against them, and still the Sussexes always find a way to flourish, and they find a way to shine much brighter than the rest of them, and it kills them. It kills them. They just don't know how to process the fact that they have the titles and the money and the position and everything over in the UK, and it's as though they are confused that the rest of the world cannot see the Sussexes for who they are. The thing is, we do see who they are, and we don't find them wanting in their character. But when we look across the pond and we look at those other two, that is when it's abundantly clear that we're glad that the Sussexes are over here, and you all can keep that damaged set of goods over there, because they're absolutely, when their time comes to be coronated or whatever, when they ascend the throne, it is going to be like a big sour note in British history. I'm convinced of that. It's going to be a big sour note. It's not going to be any pomp and circumstance like everybody assumes it's going to be. When I was in England, I was just amazed at how much people were going about their business, and they didn't care anything about trooping the colors. People were going about their business. I mean, people were on their lunch breaks and everything in the area around Buckingham Palace. There was no stampede to go over there to see the royal family. And that was with the Sussexes there. Can you imagine what it'll be like um, now that we're like out of the pandemic, right? Or almost out of the pandemic, and things are going back to quote unquote normal. Can you imagine what it's going to be like for these future royal events? There won't be any curiosity for at least 10 years until the Cambridge kids are able to go out and do royal duty. That'll be 10 dry, arid, withered. I got to take that picture off of this computer. It's just too tempting. It is too tempting. Every time I get to that point, my finger just slip over to the button and click. I got to take this picture off here. You guys, this is the last time you're going to see this picture because I have to take this. It's too tempting. It's just too tempting. So, by the time I got to dry and air it, my finger just went click. By the time I got to dry and air it and barren and lifeless, my finger just went click. Whew. I gotta stop. Whew. Oh well. You guys, do not encourage me. Do not encourage me. I promise you. That's not good for anybody. Do not encourage me. All right, you guys. So it's almost like you could see it coming, ain't it? It's almost like you just know, here it comes. Here it comes. No sooner than I get on a roll, and then next thing you know, that happens. So yeah. Anyway, I am going to remove that because we can't keep all right. I hear you. And that's the last of it. So well, let's get that out of our systems and we are going to move on. Oh, me too, Connie. Me too. Oh, thank you so much, Alma Andrews. Thank you so much for the super sticker. And thank you so much for watching Royal Sussex. Okay, now let me take these ladies off of here. And wow, before I forget about it, let's do what we always do. We're going to give love to our faves and wish one of them a happy heavenly Mother's Day to Princess Diana and a much loved Mother's Day to Queen Doria. So, yeah, a heavenly Mother's Day to Princess Diana, and of course, our love and again a Mother's Day greeting to Queen Doria. Okay, so with that, any last comments or anything before we go? Because I am done with my slides and I'm going to look at a couple of comments here and then we are going to ginger avenger ourselves out of here. So things that happened to Prince Harry when he was growing up is going to happen to Charlotte and Louis. They are spares. They're going to get the same treatment. Well, I remember when the Doolittles promised that they were going to do things different for their children, that they were not going to put their children in front of the camera. And I remember even when they said that they were not even going to tell George that he was the future king. They promised that they would not tell George he was going to be the future king, but that all changed because they were slipping in popularity. And so they had to bring the children in because those two glum faces right there, it didn't inspire much in people. And so the only thing that they could do to save themselves was to push those kids out front and center. And now they're doing commercial-like videos with the kids where they're running around the woods and the campfire and sitting in front of logs and all kind of stuff. I mean, very contrived. But the thing is, they're trying to compete with that Sussex magic. That's their problem, is that they're trying to compete with the Sussexes, and they are going to fail every time. Every time. Not sometime, every time. They're always going to fail. So if you all are listening to me in Kensington Palace, you all are destined to fail. Just be yourselves, and you got a fighting chance. But as long as you're trying to outdo the Sussexes, you're going to lose because everybody loves them, and nobody cares about those two phonies. I mean, those two posers. Nobody cares about them like that. Just call us Will and Kate. Just call us Will and Kate. Seriously, just call us Will and Kate. That's what they want. They just want people to call them Will and Kate. Yeah. And I tell you, I I don't hate them. I don't have anything for them. I just want them to leave the Sussexes alone. Whatever it is that you're not doing, not do it better than what you're not doing it. Okay? Just leave them alone. Let them go in peace and stop trying to undermine them. Stop trying to pull rank and pull power and stuff like that because we don't care about that over here. When they talk about the HRH, oh, they won't be able to use their HRH. We don't care. We don't even know what HRH is. Most of us don't. Ask the average American, what is a HRH? Everybody knows Harry is the Duke of Sussex, but who knows that Prince William is the Duke of Cambridge? Remember that Jeopardy question? Nobody knew the difference. So, okay, you guys, thank you. That's it for my soapbox speech about the Royals. We are going to Ginger Avenger ourselves out of here. Who would like the last comment of the day? And by the way, you guys, thank you for making Royal Sussex so successful. Oh, thank you. I only just got that smile off my face, Felicia. Now I'm smiling again. But thank you, everyone and all. Yes, it is Ginger Avenger time. Okay, and don't forget.
Yes, Prince. Trenchtown wants $245 billion. That's what Trenchtown wants. $345 billion. Yes, thank you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's what.
Yes, don't forget it. Trenchtown. Oh my God, I can't help myself. Okay. That's what Trenchtown wants. Oh boy, what a glorious day, isn't it? Oh man, thank you all so much. The only thing is now I have to go shopping because I am out of the Keebler pecan sandy cookies. You know, usually when I roll a video, that gives me just enough time to run in the kitchen and grab one of those pecan sandies and make it back here and, you know, wolf it down and then, yeah. But I didn't do that today because I am out of Keebler pecan sandy cookies. So, um, that's what Trenchtown want. They want Prince. We want Keebler pecan sandy cookies. Got it, Prince? That's what Trenchtown want. Yes, sir. Oh boy. Okay, so thank you guys. Well, I'm sorry. Let's take this last one. What are you saying here? Insult to species. Yes, the grandson was selling milk. I saw that, and the queen has gin. Um, I wonder if they ever add some gin to the milk. Just well, anyway, that's what they used to do back in the old days. Add a little gin to the milk. Let's see. Yes, everyone have a blessed day. Thank you so much. Goodbye, everyone. Yeah, we didn't do the last thing of the day. So Mary Jane, I guess that's it. That'll be the last quote of the day. Okay, you guys, I'm out of here. Oh, thank you, Anastasia, Church Nelly, Lydia, Cookies and Cream, Mo Shannon, Sherry Ware, if you were here, and am I missing any of the mod squad? But anyway, oh yeah, Lydia, yeah. Okay. Well, anyway, thank you, Mod Squad. Thank you, Mod Squad. Without you guys, Royal Sussex would not be the safe space that it is. Oh, thank you, Jacqueline Squash. Thank you so much. Everyone, Jacqueline is the official chaplain of Royal Sussex. She always says the blessed words for us. Thank you so much. All right. Thank you, Yvonne Clark. No, not yet. Not yet. I just went and peeked out the door to see if they were near and everything, but nope, nothing yet. So hopefully it'll come today because I don't want to have to go through this agony again tomorrow. I was literally sitting here sweating and tripping over my words, trying to focus and wait for the alert. So okay. All right, you guys. God bless. Love you all. Thank you for the 14K. Yes, thank you. All right, we're out.